Mr. Harris, thank you so much for being here with us
Oh,
today.
yeah, man, of course.
You could have been doing a million other things, but we really appreciate you sitting down with us to answer a few
Yeah,
questions.
truly, it's not a problem at all. Could you tell me one more time what all this is for again?
So, what we do is uncover over cohesiveness in workplaces and how it can negatively affect that workplace's creative environment.
Right, right. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so let's dive right in. First question. What are some ways that you've experienced excessive cohesiveness in your workplace? And if you could, remind the people where you work.
Sure. I work for MOPCO.
Tell us what that stands for again.
Stands for Mobilized Osmosis Procedures. A very
Oh,
prestigious mop development
oh
company.
wow.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're known all over the world.
Really?
Um, we actually just made a deal with Beyonce.
Not the
Yeah,
queen.
she and her daughter will be in one of our commercials pretty soon, so definitely be on the lookout for that.
Wow.
Um, and your second question was about excessive cohesiveness. Could you expound on
Yeah,
what you meant there? I'm sorry.
yeah, for sure. Have you heard of the cohesive myth?
Sorry, no, I haven't. Is that a new rap artist or something?
No. That's okay though. So the cohesive myth is the notion that the most creative ideas and products come from teams that suspend criticism and focus on consensus.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, it tends to lead companies to focus super heavily on team building and making sure everyone works together super smoothly.
Boy, do I know about that.
You you do?
Heck yeah.
Would you mind telling us your experience with that?
Don't mind if I do. Man, at my job, they have what they call the golden mop. It's basically a huge mop that is spray painted gold, okay? And every single day, we all have to come together as a team and touch the golden mop.
Really?
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
It's cultish.
Exactly. But they make us do it. They say it's team building and it's sustaining a conducive atmosphere for all of us to work together and feel good about working together and stuff. And I just think it's nuts.
Well, as you would. I'm surprised you comply with that, if I'm being honest. But you mentioned that there was a special focus placed on the atmosphere and you all feeling good about working together.
Yes,
Could you elaborate on that?
absolutely. Listen, our front desk has a Slurpee machine as soon as you walk in. Okay?
Mm,
A Slurpee machine.
yeah.
Walk past that about 20 feet, look to your right, and there's a complimentary spa.
No way.
Yes, way. It's actually quite nice in there.
Is it?
Honestly, I must admit, the pedicure I got yesterday was
Oh, it was
it was
good.
amazing. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should
Oh, yeah,
definitely head
well.
out there sometime. Anyway,
Oh, yeah. Mm.
every meeting room, okay, has a PS5 set up in it,
What? I thought them things were sold
and
out.
if you go out back, there's a swimming pool and a Pilates instructor that teaches from 10 to 11 and 2:45 to 4:15. Why is this?
Wow.
Huh? Why? We're a mop company.
Mm,
We make mops, for God's sake.
yeah.
Why are you offering me free Slurpees and well-groomed toenails just to build a product that cleans messes off the floor?
You sound very irate about this.
Heck yeah, I'm irate. I'm irate.
Mm. Listen, I want you to know
Whew.
it's okay. Let's just take some deep breaths. Take some deep. There you go. Take a second to breathe. There you go. There you go. And yeah. Let's move on to another question. Sometimes organizations who operate within the cohesive myth actually tend to narrow down options and cause those with a unique perspective to censor themselves rather than risk not being seen as a part of the team. Is this something you can relate to at all?
Can I relate to it? This guy.
Mr. Harris? Are you okay?
I'm sorry. I just.
Let's get him some tissue.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah, no problem. You know, take your time. Take your time.
One time, we were in a meeting.
Yeah.
And we were talking about some new ideas for mops.
Mm-hmm.
The idea was a Bluetooth mop, one that you could hook your phone up to and play music or talk on the phone, even send voice to text messages through. And I thought, well, what a waste of time when we can just use our actual phones to do all that stuff. And I told the group and suggested that we invest in making our mops more versatile, healthy for the environment, more comfortable to use, or easily adjustable, like maybe an automatic height sensor that adjusts the height of the mop based on the height of the person.
Yeah. It's all right.
Then
It's all right.
Then they made me sit it. They made me sit. They made me sit in the bucket for not being a team player.
I'm sorry, the what?
The bucket!
Ooh.
The bucket, man! You know, like a mop bucket.
Oh, wow. That is very degrading, almost inhumane, actually. And this is all because of your unique perspective, which they seem to have interpreted as conflict and basically divisive.
Yes.
Wow, that is exactly the type of over-cohesive mindset that we are trying to expose. You know that there's actually research that supports the conclusion that the conflict, evaluation, and confrontation brought about by expressing and debating different viewpoints drive teams to an overall more creative output. And in fact, when everyone in a group always agrees, it can indicate that the group doesn't have very many ideas, or that they value agreement more than quality suggestions. When teams always agree, they don't push their ideas as far as they can. So overly cohesive teams rarely produce outstandingly creative works, whereas teams that seek to improve their ideas through debate are far more likely to generate innovative ideas.
Interesting. I didn't know that. So are you going to speak to the bosses at my job and tell them about how healthy friction has actually been proven to be helpful in creative processing, while having teams full of people committed to agreeing can actually be harmful?
And risk having to sit in the mop bucket? You're funny, man. Listen, we got all that we needed here. Thanks so much for your time and your honesty.
I feel like you've wasted my time.
Says the guy who works for an expensive mop company.
Touche.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for your time.
And you for the opportunity.